and welcome back to the Household of Faith. Thank you so much for joining us today. We are continuing on with this week's topic of setting goals. Now, today, we're going to be talking about the ultimate goal. Now, up until now, we've kind of talked about some natural, maybe mixed with spiritual things, but what we're talking about today is completely spiritual. And we're going to take our subject matter from Philippians 3:13 and 14. And our ultimate goal, which is to live in heaven. Now, God is offering us a prize. Whenever we see, what are these shows like American Idol, what America's Got Talent or USA's Got Talent? Somebody's got talent. I know it was even Shark Tank and even the game shows. Everyone wants a prize, no matter what. I remember I used to like Let's Make a Deal, and my dad used to love The Price is Right. He loved Bob Barker, and I remember going over and visiting him, and he would love to watch The Price is Right. And he talked a lot about Bob Barker. He had a lot of respect for him. And you know that when you go on those kind of shows that if you've seen it, you know what the deal is. There's something people have to have, like I think in Let's Make a Deal, Monty Hall, he would ask for the strangest stuff. And, he would give people money for that. And that would get them in a position where they could actually bid on or try to get whatever it was that was really going to be a big prize for them. Sometimes the prizes were really kind of funny, live animals and things like that. It was really hilarious sometimes what people would end up with. But the thing is, you wouldn't know all the time. You wouldn't, and then with the what was The Price is Right, you're bidding against someone else to get the price that's closest to whatever it is that the item actually sells for. But with Christ, we know what the prize is. We know what the ultimate goal is. God is offering us a chance to spend eternity with Him, to live with Him in the heavenlies. In a room of your own, space of your own. The word mansion, Jesus says in my Father's house is many mansions. Well, that's actually rooms. So there's plenty of room for everybody. The New Jerusalem, I think how many square miles is it? Big. But, you can just think a countless number of people will be there. And the host of heaven, which host actually means armies of heaven, you can't even count them. There's so many of them. And we're going to be counted amongst them because, we're going to be just like the angels when it's all over. So when we think about the prize that God is offering us, that the reason that Jesus sacrificed Himself when He came to the earth was so that we would have a chance to spend the rest of our existence with God. In a sense, we return back to God, but not from the inside of Him, from where we came from, but we'll be on the outside, but yet we'll be one with Him. That is just amazing. It's just a glorious thought. And when you think about it, the ultimate goal is what we're planning. You have to have a plan, and you have to have a strategy with everything in life. And I know a lot of times we don't think about our Christian walk in that manner, but it is. Paul talked so many times, and so many things that he said was a strategy. He said that, what will separate us from the love of Christ? He named a whole lot of stuff. That's a strategy. You have to make up in your mind that, I'm going through this all the way no matter what. So when it's all said and done, the prize that God offers you is far more valuable than anything else in the universe. And you definitely don't want to turn that down. Now, do you?